I am Massimo, and this is Ushai, the path of change and transformation. In the previous episodes, we learned to flow, to be reborn, to recognize harmony within and around us. Today we enter the heart of conscious action, the power to choose and create with awareness. Because life does not transform only by understanding it. It transforms by crossing through it with presence, knowledge, and coherence. To create reality, we must first learn to see it as it is. Stripped of expectations, illusions, projections, and internal or external manipulations. Only what you recognize can be transformed. And to recognize, you need a precise instrument, the mind. Many spiritual paths have claimed that the mind lies, or that it must be overcome and silenced. But this is a mistake that has separated human beings from their most powerful tool. The mind is not the enemy. It is the sacred instrument of consciousness. Without the mind, there would be no wisdom, no discernment, no intelligence, nor the ability to recognize life. It is not the mind that creates disorder. It is the reactive psycho-emotional system, distorted by trauma, fears, beliefs, and emotional dependencies. When the wound dominates, the mind fills with distorted images. When the mind joins the heart, it becomes clear again and becomes an instrument of light. Let's take a concrete example. You must make an important decision. The wounded personality says, "What if I'm wrong? What if they judge me? What if I lose everything?" These are reactive emotions, using the mind as their channel. But if you breathe, drop into the center of the solar plexus behind the sternum and return to looking with presence. The mind stops amplifying fears and begins to see real possibility. That is the illuminated mind. It does not eliminate the emotion. It recognizes it and moves through it to see beyond. The mind is not the devil, but the bridge between spirit and matter. It is what allows consciousness to translate into action. It must not be eliminated. It must be illuminated. Many say, "I'm afraid of my power." But it is not fear of power. It is fear of choosing. Power is not domination. It is the objective capacity to do something with presence and responsibility. When I reject my power, I reject my ability to participate in life. When I welcome it, I become a co-creator of what is real. To act consciously means recognizing I can choose how to move in reality, not to control it, but to dance with it. This is true power, choice, not with force, but with coherence, not with imposition, but with harmony. not with effort, but with alignment. You are the instrument through which life creates, and every instrument must be tuned. Within you lives a sacred point behind the solar plexus, the place where will meets life. It is the gateway of conscious power, the center where the energy flows of heaven and earth meet and generate creation. How can you recognize when this center is blocked? There is constant confusion in decisions, paralyzing indecision, need for external approval, dependence on others' opinions, fear of making mistakes that blocks every step. When the center awakens, instead, clarity emerges, even in uncertainty. Trust in action without needing guarantees, a physical sense of grounding in the body. It is not mental security, it is the energetic certainty of feeling. When this center is active, the mind becomes clear, the heart coherent, action spontaneous. I remember a time when I was seeking answers that would not come, how to find coherent and functional solutions for projects, relationships, directions. I tried to decide, but confusion reigned. One day, I reflected on the teachings I had received throughout my path. I recalled the story of the seed of the Inca, the seed of the Enlightened One, which I had heard from an elder Peruvian teacher. He said that everything was contained there, in that seed, all human experiences and truths. Then in silence, I placed my hands on the solar plexus. I breathed and let the energy of the Father and Mother Cosmos flow into that point beneath my hands, and in that moment, the breath became light. I understood that there was nothing to force. Everything was already there, in my hands. I only had to choose within the breath of truth. When choice is born from that center, life responds immediately. I had not changed the world. I had changed my position within the flow. True power is not changing reality, but recognizing when reality changes with you. Close your eyes. Place your hands on the solar plexus. Feel the breath moving in and out. Inhale. From the sky descends the fluid energy of the Cosmic Father. It travels through the head, the heart, and reaches the center beneath your hands. Exhale. From the earth rises the living force of the Cosmic Mother. From the feet it rises, touches the heart, meets the descending flow of energy. At the point where they meet, feel a sphere of living, flowing energy arise. It is your creative source. Each breath makes it vibrate. Now place in that vibrating sphere a simple question. What do I want to create today, in coherence with life? Do not seek an answer. Listen to the full emptiness of silence. Inhale energy, light, and fluidity. Exhale presence and grounding. 3 deep, slow, conscious breaths. Inhale, luminous energy descends. Exhale, the force rises. Inhale, the sky enters. Exhale, the earth responds. Inhale, everything unites. Exhale, everything expands. Feel how the sphere expands toward the heart. Now bring your hands to your heart. Feel the dialogue between the solar plexus and the heart. They are not separate. They are the same flow. The plexus is the doorway of power. The heart is the doorway of love. When they unite, coherent action with life is born. Remain in this space for a few more moments. Power is not possession. It is conscious participation in the movement of life. Every time you choose with presence, every time you act from the center, you are manifesting consciousness in matter. Recognizing reality, recognizing yourself, choosing and creating. This is the path of conscious power. In the next episode, we will close the circle of this journey. We will bring gratitude and seed for the new cycle, because every ending is only a new form of beginning. If these words have touched you, share them with those you feel close to. Goodbye. See you in the next episode. I am Massimo, and this is Ushai, the path of change and transformation.